All your favorite influencers, gurus on YouTube who teach you how to make money, you have their coaching programs, courses, mentorships, whatever. All of them learned everything they learned from this one guy called Sam Owens. And this includes people like Charlie Munger, like literally all the biggest people you can think of. This guy, he mentored them all. This guy has single handedly created over like 50 to 100 millionaires. This guy had a course known as Consulting Accelerator, which got people to six figures a year, $100,000 a month, and then another course known as Up Level Consulting, for which he used to charge like $6,000. Now, you don't have to pay it. I was just going through this entire course in the morning whilst having coffee, and I learned a couple of lessons. So obviously, Twitter being my personal notepad, I just went there and wrote out whatever I learned. So this is literally it. If you wanna steal the four lessons I learned, if you don't wanna pay like 6K whatever, and you just wanna steal it, apply it in your business, you can like just pause the video right now, read all of this, and feel free to click off if you don't have the attention span. Now, if you do have the attention span, you wanna get like an in-depth understanding of how this actually applied in my life, because knowledge never held anyone. A perspective shift, a mindset shift actually is the only thing which has ever held me. And the only way I ever received that was listening to someone else's story. Someone else explaining, okay, like, bro, this is the lesson which I want you to take away, but this is how it applied in my life. This thing went wrong. I did this, blah, 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 blah. And when you combine all of that, the knowledge, along with the personal story, personal experience, it's just personally like I have always learned that way. So I'm just be going through these four lessons, what I'm actually trying to say, how it applied in my life, what I'll be doing differently, and how you can apply it practically in your life as well. The first lesson from Mr. Sam Owens, the great man, is when you try to sell what people want, like you try to think this is the thing which people might want, and you try to sell that instead of actually speaking to the people and figuring out what they want, you'll always struggle. So Sam Owens, in the main program he had called Consulting Accelerator, which I think he sold for $2,000 he had a very famous saying. I think he made it pretty famous. And he had the concept of what does Susie want for lunch? So he said, like, imagine there's a middle aged lady, like, let's say 35-year-old lady named Susie, who's standing next to you, like 10 meters away from you on the road. And you have to figure out what does she want for lunch. Now, someone might look at her ethnicity, like, let's say she has a bit of a European accent, whatever, and she's dressed in a typical Italian attire, whatever. People might think she might want some pasta or spaghetti or whatever the stuff these Italian people eat, like pizza or something. But what if she does not want it? Someone said, like, what we as entrepreneurs always do is we look at people who you want to sell our stuff to, and we try to guess. We try to guess what Susie might want for lunch instead of actually going to her, speaking to her, asking her, Susie, what do you exactly want for lunch? And we don't do that. We will, like, we literally invest money, we literally invest us into the latest tools, softwares, whatever, and like trying to do different mathematical analyzation, whatever, in our brain, just trying to figure out, okay, she's this year old, based on that statistic, that study, she's much more likely to buy this thing, whatever. And the easiest and the simplest way to get it right is to just go to her and ask her, Susie, what do you want for lunch? And I'll just share like a very, like a real, like a recent incident related to this, because I heard this shit years ago, not years ago, like a couple of months ago, and I started to apply it. I got awesome results, but then I stopped doing it again. So the business, like the product which I'm currently selling, is like done for your appointment booking, sales, client acquisition, for marketing agency owners or whatever. And January was the month where we got the most sales. Like January was the best month of my life in terms of sale. I literally had like a public challenge on Instagram as well, where I said that if in the next 30 days or something, we're able to, if we're able to like literally double our revenue, I'll do something. So we had an entire series. I'll just try to find it. Yeah. So this is the reel. And is this the one? Yeah. So you can see I started this challenge on 9 January. I posted this saying that if I double my profit in the next 30 days, I'll do XYZ thing. Like basically like a cool challenge I started on Instagram. And I was supposed to end the challenge on 9th February. And I posted the reel on 3rd February. And I actually got it. So I literally doubled my profit, not profit, sorry, revenue in like a span of less than 30 days. So January was very good in terms of sales. And I won't lie to you, we did not keep up with that in February and March. And I was unable to understand why. Like, maybe it's like an imposter syndrome. You're thinking, like, okay, I did this crazy thing. But in your mind, you're still the person who's here and not here. So then you like fucking self sabotage yourself back to this place where in your mind you believe you truly deserve to be. So obviously that's like the emotional, psychological reason. But if I look at tactics, what actually changed? I changed my offer after that. So in January, what we were selling is like I this is what I used to pitch on the sales call. I used to say, bro, that what we're gonna do is we have like after everyone has told me their pains, I'm struggling with this shit, that shit, whatever. I used to say we have two things which we can do to help you. Two variations of the same thing. The first thing we do is something called done for you, where we do all the work for you from lead generation, scraping, adding them to automated workflows, like dealing with the replies and converting replies into clients or whatever. And I used to say, like, this is what we do, and the prices for this is around $15,000 a month. I really did not expect to ever sell it because, like, the only reason I did that is I knew it was way too high for someone to pay for a retainer, and 99.9999999% chance they'll probably say no. And Alex Hormozy had like a strategy where he used to say, like, always have a product which is way too expensive, and that sets the expectation of people over here, and then you introduce the price of the product which you actually want to sell, and then it seems like very low. So we used to say like 9,000, $15,000 a month. And a lot of the times they used to ask us like why it's so expensive. And I'm like, bro, we don't have, like, we literally cannot do it. We don't have enough people who can manage it, everything. Like, we're like fully booked out or something, which is genuinely the case. Like, we cannot manage like 20 done for you clients right now. So we used to pitch like an enormously high price. And then we used to say, by the way, we also have another variation of the same, which is like almost done for you. Like, that's just a name which I came up with. And I said, in this, what we do is we charge you $2,000 upfront, and we set up like automated systems for you for client acquisition, whatever. But you're the one who's gonna be in charge of actually running these systems. We'll set them up for you, we'll ensure they work, we'll run them for you for a couple of days as well. Once they're successfully getting meetings, whatever, after that, you're gonna be the person who's in charge of running all of them. And I don't know why, like, I just thought, I never really thought like people would actually buy this, because fulfillment in this thing is literally 5 minutes for me. All the automations are already built into my software, and I just need to press like one button to deploy it. I have AI which can do the copywriting, everything. I've trained it perfectly. So in literally like 10-15 minutes, everything can be set up. We have tutorials like SOPs, everything on how people can run the systems and everything. And it was valuable for people because they thought like I cannot afford this, but this is so fucking cheap. Just $2,000 one time, and after that we had like a small retainer of like between $200 to $500 a month just for the software cost. We had like around like 50 to 70% margin on this. So yeah, not crazy, but again, it's sticky revenue. They always have to depend on us to like acquire customers, and it was generally like a good deal. I was not burning them or something. Like, if they had to get all the softwares that we were providing themselves, they would have to pay like thousands of dollars. So it was still like a win-win situation. And people always said yes to this. Now that I think of it, why would people say yes? Like, I don't know about me. Everyone says, like, you should do all the work for people, but, like, how can I explain it perfectly? Let's say there was a person who offered me the same service. I probably don't want to invest in, like, Like, yeah, I'll give you the perfect example. Mm, yeah. So he's like a good friend of mine, and he has like a done for you offer where he helps coaches and everything to add like 30K a month. He has like a nice funnel, whatever, everything. And then he has another friend as well. I'm unable to find it. Lucas, something like that. Lucas Pescarin. Oh, I'll just try to see. Unable to find it. Mm, unable to find it. Like maybe on his Instagram. Luca. Yeah, this guy reached out to me. I don't know why I'm unable to see his DM. He reached out to me on Twitter, and again, I think this is his funnel. Yeah, he has this thing where he helps people like add the same exact offer, adding 30,000 a month or whatever, and it's like a done for you system where yeah. So basically, what he does, from what I understand, is he kind of helps people with content, and then he sets up like outreach automations on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter, if I'm not wrong, using like all the softwares like Drippy and stuff. And he tried to sell it to me. I said yes to go on the call because I never say no because I want to see like what the fuck is the sales process like, so that I can see like things which they were doing well and I can replicate. For example, like your ability, it's a pretty good company. And bro, like I booked a sales call with them like voluntarily just to see how exactly they take it. And the person was genuinely awesome, man. Like the guy on the sales call, like he was genuinely awesome. Like I learned a lot from that chat. So I always say yes to him. But now that I'm trying to think, I probably won't be interested in like buying something from Luca. Not because he's selling something wrong, not because he can get people results. I'm trying to use my brain, and I like this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, bro, like there are two things which can happen. Like Alex Hormozy said it perfectly. He has like a very good shot on this. So just go through this shot.
Future state for agencies in terms of if I were to start today and I had to be within that sphere is that I would be looking at the stopgap and then recruit the people to build the department out. Ultimately, most business owners want that, and it's a much more valuable solution. If you're saying I'm going to build this department with you, it's also automatically a much longer sale, which means your LTV will probably be significantly longer, because fundamentally if you can get all the skills that you have put into their business, you've cloned your agency in their business and made it significantly more valuable. It also accounts for their fear, which is, well, there's two scenarios
Yeah,
for the business owner.
this is the fear I was speaking on. Just listen to this.
Either I pay you and you suck, or the other bad scenario, which is I pay you and you're amazing and you own me. If I were the sales
Exactly. Either Luca or Joseph, my good friends, whatever, either they can be absolutely terrible at the job, which I don't think so, because they have like good case studies and everything. The other thing, the other problem, the other fear in my mind is if they're genuinely good, I'm stuck depending on them for clients forever. And I had like a video as well of me building my offer life. Uh, where's the video? Where's the video? Where's the video? Yeah. So this is the video of me building my offer live from scratch. You can go through it. It's pretty long. So I was actually just recording myself on Loom, just doing it, not really even creating it for content or something. And as I was doing it, I literally told ChatGPT, like, I don't think so. People want to depend on us for client acquisition forever. So the current offer we have, yep. So the current offer we have is, I'll actually show you one part of the process. Mm, yeah. So this is the last step of the process if someone works with us, like after someone works with us, where we literally said the most powerful client acquisition system is one where you are completely in control. After working with us, you get full ownership of your client acquisition system, meaning you never need to pay an agency for leads again. We provide detailed frameworks, SOPs, and AI driven automation updates, ensuring your systems remain effective as marketing evolves. If you ever want to stop working with us, you can run the system for yourself at no cost without relying on anyone else to bring in clients. If at any point you need our help again, we'll step in, optimize, update, and scale your system further. This isn't just a system, this is complete client acquisition freedom. Like, this is literally what I had in my offer. Because I was thinking, bro, I can try to sell what people might think, what I think people might want, which is they want someone to just like always get them clients, whatever, do all the work. But after putting out enough offers in front of people, like I just remember this right now, like in January, when I got the most sales, all of them came from the almost done for you thing. Where people were interested, they actively showed interest by fucking paying me money, by making me the most amount of money I've ever made in a single month of my life. And all they did was tell me, like, that's literally the biggest validation. They're paying me money for something where I say, we won't do all the work for you. We build out a system which you can own and control for life and retain lifetime access to it. So, in case you are wondering, like, how this actually applies, is I tried to, like, on January, I was selling people the thing which they wanted, and I doubled my revenue. Best month of my life so far. After that, I started getting in my own head, which someone says is the worst thing you can absolutely fucking do in anything. Like getting in your own head, coming up with theories and trying to think what might be right, what might be wrong. And it's truly like a fucking disease, man. I started getting in my own head and I just wanted to look cooler, like an agency owner. Because I thought I was not like a real business. Because I was not offering done for you shit, even though people were paying me more at that time when I was offering that thing to them. And I was like, bro, let's scrap this idea as a whole. Let's do totally done for you, where we do all the work. I tried selling that to people. We got shitloads of sales calls, like sales reps, whatever. We hired them, we gave them training, whatever. But then after that, we fucking struggled. Like, you can watch live sales calls recordings if you want to. This is my company challenge, sales and AI. Oh, where the fuck? Yeah, you can see like live sales calls reviews. And you can see like the guy is clearly struggling with sales. People are showing a lot of resistance towards it. And I'll be uploading more like sales call reviews and stuff on this as well. But yeah, like we struggled selling it. Even though on paper it sounded better, it was a better offer overall. Our guarantee was crazy out of the world. But we struggled because we were trying to sell what I thought people might want in my head instead of going to the market and selling what people actually wanted. And as long as we do this, we're always going to struggle. So that's the thing, like, you have to go and speak to people, figure out what they want. And the best way to do that is generally just going on sales calls. Like, just going on sales calls and listening to people. They'll always, like, this and along with the other thing, like, if you go on a sales call and people don't tell you why they are uninterested in buying what you have to offer, obviously you won't learn a lot. So I just ask them, like, just for that I can improve or whatever. If someone says no, like, I don't want this thing, I just ask them, like, what would it take for you to actually buy this thing? I'm not trying to sell you. I won't even sell you even if you ask me to, like, invoice your bill or something. I won't sell you. I'm just asking this question to improve. Let's say you try to pitch an offer in the DMs, like you're using Instagram DMs, WhatsApp, whatever, to book appointments. You're reaching out to people via emails, whatever. When they refuse your offer, this is what I do. I just ask them, like, what would it take for me to include in this offer which would make it an absolute no-brainer for you? And the person literally gives me all the answers. For example, like this guy called Matthew, I think this is the name. Uh, I can't search for DMs over here. Yeah, so basically there was like a guy from South Africa, and I got on a sales call with him. I thought I had a pretty decent, pretty good offer, per appointment basis, whatever. And I asked him, like, what do you think is like he said no, and I asked him like, what do you think it would take for me to actually close you as a client? Like, what is the thing like? And I literally posted a reel that day as well. It taught me a pretty important lesson. Uh, this is the one. I don't have captions, so you can just go and watch this. I'll I'll just reply to this comment. I'll upload the link to this reel, like over here in the post. And yeah, he taught me like, okay, bro, like I thought I had an offer which he really wanted. Like that's what I said in the reel. I thought I had a crazy good offer which people would feel stupid saying no to, but we all think we are better than what we actually are. We all think whatever we're selling is better than what it actually is. And he opened my eyes. He showed me like, okay, bro, like maybe this thing is not as valuable as you think it is. So yeah, just go to the market, ask people what they want, try to sell people what you think they want, try to get them on a sales call, try to sell it to them. And when they say no, that means you're selling something which they don't want. And then you have to ask them, what would it take for me to make this perfect so that you want to buy this? And always be clear, like you're not doing it in a sleazy way or like just to sell them something. Like just ask it as feedback. Because humans were like fucking arrogant, egotistical creatures. We all want to give our opinions every single place, even when people don't ask it. So people just love giving you their opinion. Let them yap, let them speak, and you'll have something which I like to call gold dust. That'll help you always, forever. Yeah. Number two, nothing will make up for a lack of client results. Marketing and software won't save you. Like, you know, Alex Hormuz, like, I just remembered this. I got like a pretty cool way to actually illustrate this. Alex Hormozy always used to say, right, that make offers so good people feel stupid saying no. Charlie Morgan always said, like, you should go and like you should like make your system sound very sophisticated. Because if you go to his course, like I think Easy Grow is what it is. YouTube, Charlie Morgan. I think this is the one. He has actually not even updated the funnel link. He has like a new funnel, I believe. Boom. I think this is the one. No, this is actually one. So yeah,
Oh, baby.
I'll just show you what he says.
Guaranteed by
So crazy offer, crazy guarantee, whatever. How do I reach the part where oh, so yeah, social proof, whatever. Yeah. So how he's positioning it is we have a collection of proven systems for appointment booking and sales. And he's like this is exactly what he teaches in the course as well. That you're supposed to position whatever you're selling as something very premium, whatever, and that's exactly what I do as well. At the end of the day, I'm just selling like a couple of automations on my software, but it allows people to get clients and it's predictable, so I can call it like a fucking system of client acquisition, appointment booking, sales, whatever. And this is exactly what he's doing as well. He's saying like yeah, he's not saying like he has a video course with modules and videos and Google Docs and Loom screen recordings which you buy. He's selling like a system of proven systems for appointment booking and sales. And yeah, this is good marketing. I'm not gonna lie, like if I watch this video again, I'll be tempted to buy it again, even though I'm a fucking customer. I have that course, whatever. But marketing, software, tools, latest strategies, hacks, it just won't save you. And in case you're wondering why, where am I getting this from? Like clearly Samuel Charlie is more successful than you. It's working for him, and yes, it's working for him. But you need to realize like, oh shit, my phone just fell. Oh yep, yeah. You need to realize like there are better entrepreneurs than Charlie Morgan as well. There are people in hundreds and millions of dollars, and one is Alex Becker. I think he's running an ad as well. Like I saw his ad in the morning. X. Mm-hmm. X ad library. I'll just try to find the ad. Like truly a genius ad. I think this is the thing. High rose. I think this. Why the fuck can I not see the ads? This is stupid. Hmm. How do I even show you the right one, man? Is this the one? I'm unable to find. So yeah, basically, I'll just explain it what I was searching for. This dude, Alex Becker, pretty awesome guy, and he has a software called Hyros. Yep, which is basically like an ad tracking software, which basically like it's a piece of code which you add in your ads, in your extensions, whatever, and it just basically like, if you want to understand, you run ads, it helps your ads become more profitable, it increases the performance of your ads, whatever, everything. And yeah, that's basically like the software. And in that, everyone would say like in that you should make it like sound very complicated, sophisticated, everything. You should say like it's truly a revolutionary, game changing thing, whatever. His ad was literally, I'll give you a piece of fucking code which you install in your browser, and that code will make you more money. Something like that. Everyone says like you should call it a such a nice AI platform, software, whatever. This guy literally said, I'm just giving you a piece of code for thousands of dollars. Like, look at the fucking pricing of this. Yeah. So yeah, like, let's say you're tracking $40,000. You're paying like thousands of dollars. Like, yeah, $1,400 with the annual plan, whatever. If you have an agency, I think they have an agency as well, like a plan for agencies. Basically, this guy is charging you thousands of dollars just to, like, just for selling you like a piece of code. And that's exactly what he said. And you know why that ad worked? Is because I wanted to show you, like, yeah, results page. Like, he just said, I'll give you a piece of code which will improve your everything, whatever. And I think this is the ad only. Like, this might be dope.
Customers from your ads cheaper, and you want your existing ads to make you 15 to 20% more. That's the bottom line. That's why you're here. And you probably come to this page because someone or myself from an ad has told you we can do that. And so the only thing stopping you from going below and setting the demo and getting plugged into Hyros today is probably thinking, hey, is this true? And even if it is true, what's the catch? So I want to address those two things and just completely nix them right now. And then after that, I'll show you how Hyros is going to get these results for you in a super fast video. I know you're busy. So first off, is a literal guarantee that you're going to see an increase in your ad returns and a result that you like, which very often the usual result
You see the conviction with which he's speaking. Because he knows his software can get fucking results.
is 15 to 20% more from people's ads. You'll see why when I show you how Hyros works here in a second. That being said, below this video, I provide testimonials from countless businesses across a range of industries that we work very. We 100% walk the walk. We absolutely knock it out of the park. Robbins suggesting us. We absolutely see Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins suggesting it.
We absolutely crush it. Well, you see Playboy or Peer 1 suggesting us. For call funnels, there is nothing that comes close to what funnels. That's why Patrick Bet David uses us. That's why almost every large-scale call funnel in internet marketing is plumbers, real estate, roofing, and local businesses that need to track their calls. Nothing provides a
Like, these people, Samon's the guy who's teaching all of this. He using it as well. Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Playboy. I don't know who this Frank dude is. ClickFunnels, Dan Henry, Jay Shetty. All these people, Alex Hormozy, like, he has endless social proof. And his ad was literally went against everything. He's a marketer. He understands that. He knows he's supposed to make it sound good and whatever. But he literally said, I'll pay you, like, I'll charge you thousands and hundreds of dollars just for giving you a piece of code. And he immediately transferred into the results. It was like, this is the, like, we're being promoted by these people, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And I'm like, bro, even if you're selling shit, if all these people are saying it's awesome, it must be awesome. So I truly believe like over a long enough period of time, the best product wins. And nothing will ever make up for a lack of clients. You can use the best fancy marketing, technologies, hacks, tools, softwares, whatever. But that guy can just come and he can be like, bro, I'll give you a piece of code for thousands of dollars and he'll make like millions just because he has like an endless conveyor belt of social proof. Yeah, that's the thing I'm going to be doing. Like in the future, as I gain more and more social proof, case studies, everything, I won't even like market. I'll be like, bro, fuck off. You're here. The people who we have helped, they're here. Look at everything they're saying. If you want this, pay me this much money. And if you think like this won't work, Sam Owens used to charge like he used to charge $36,000 for his mastermind. He had like a thing called Quantum Mastermind, and he did not even go on sales calls. He did not even have like a sales team for that. He used to make $36,000 a year from one person, $36,000 paid in full, just from replying to people via emails. People used to email him, I'm interested in this, and he used to just email them back, answer their questions, get paid. And he can do that because he had like what, 11,000, 15,000 students who have clearly seen fucking results. He has created what, 51 millionaires, 52 millionaires, 100 millionaires. So when you have that social proof, it becomes easy to win. You don't even have to focus a lot on marketing or the latest technologies, hacks, tactics. Because that's just the shiny object syndrome. The shiny objects and everything. And I've covered that more in like another video. And it's 45 minutes long, so I won't even try to get into it here. Otherwise, I'll just keep on rambling about another point. Yeah. The third thing, which Sam said, if you're not making enough money or your sales have dropped, it has plummeted, whatever, you're not putting your offer in front of people via sales calls. He said, bro, like, let's say for worst case scenario, you say you're unable to make money, things are not working. How many people heard what you have to offer on a call after they've clearly told you that this is what I'm struggling with? How many people told you they're struggling with something and they want the result for it? They want a fix to that problem. And then you lay down everything you do, everything you have to offer along with the full pricing, everything you 100 all the objections. How many people did you do it to today? And most people are like zero, including me. Like the number of calls we booked in January was higher than the number of calls we booked in February. And if we're booking more calls, obviously we're putting our offer out in front of more people. If more people see our offer, what you have to offer, the chances of people buying, it's greater. Let's say you have a 30% conversion rate on sales calls. If you're generating like let's say I have 10%, you have 30%. Hypothetically, you're like 3 times better than me. But if I reach out to, like, if I put my offer out in front of, like, let's say 20 people every single day, I'll close 2 deals. And even though you have like a 30% conversion rate and you only put your offer out in front of 3 people, you'll still make half the amount of money I'm making. So he's like, bro, whatever you're doing, if it's not helping you generate strategy sessions or take them, you're not taking the calls or you're not generating them, whatever you're doing is a waste of time. I'll be honest, I was tempted to just go back, like literally right now. I was tempted to go and just be like, bro, I kind of need to figure this shit out. I need to figure that thing out. Like, that is a problem. I need to do this, this, this. And I'm like, bro, like, is that going to generate more sales for my company? Like, will that put my offer out in front of more people? Will that nurture my audience more? Will that reach out to new potential customers for my company? And the answer was no. So I'm like, what can I do which will put out my offer in front of hundreds of people? I can record this video because if you see the amount of value I'm offering for free, you'll be tempted to work with me. You'll be tempted to pay me. Once you've built enough trust, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The day might come after like 3 months, maybe after a week, maybe after 3 years, maybe after 10 years. But I know every single guy who is watching this video right now till this point, if you watch my content for a long enough period of time, you will pay me money. Even if you're dead broke right now, eventually you'll make some money and then you'll pay me. So this is me investing into my future. This is me putting my offer out in front of people. Maybe not directly, I'm not pitching anything to you, but indirectly I am. I'm showing you what I do. And it embeds in your subconscious. So next time whenever you want the thing, which I do, you'll be like, bro, I watched like hours of content of that guy. He has clearly provided me value. And then I'll get like the sale instantly. And the only reason I'll do that is because I'm building like a fucking flywheel, which is gonna put my offer out in front of hundreds of people, thousands of people, every single day. And if I'm exposing my offer to more people, the chances of me closing more deals and converting and making more money out of that good stuff is gonna increase significantly. And he was right. He's like, everyone is overcomplicating shit, saying that, yeah, I'm unable to make money. How many people have you spoken to on the phone today or in the last week? How many of those people have you actually presented your offer to? Where you said, like, okay, this is what I can do. This is the shit which I need to do, whatever, everything. And the answer is probably very few, probably none, probably less than 10. And he's like, bro, like, if you're doing that, of course, you're gonna struggle. And he's like, what are you doing instead? Building out your website? Like, bro, I don't have a website. I have a software for creating websites, funnels, whatever. And even though I own it, even though other people are using it, like hundreds of people are using it to build websites, I don't have a website in my company. I think that's a waste of time. Like, I just sent like a Loom video. Yeah. I just sent like this quick video to people. It's like 5 minutes long, and people watch it. They book a fucking discovery call. Because a website won't help me. This is my offer, which I'm putting in front of people, where they can book a call and everything. This is the right thing. Because this will help me generate more sales calls, which my closers and people in my company can take, and they can convert into customers, into clients. So you need to understand it. Like, I could have spent the hours building out a website or updating my channel banner, whatever, all that crap which people do. But I'm like, bro, like, what can be done to generate sales? I know content. This will help me. After this, I'll have a cup of coffee, maybe go on a drive and just walk or something. And after that, when I'm back, I'll just reach out to people. I'll send like 2,000 emails today to potential clients. And at least, like, even if I get like just a 20% open rate, my offer will be put out in front of 400 people. If I build my website, there's no fucking way people are going to find that. Like, at least 400 people. They won't find it. I'll reach out to at least 200 to 500 people on WhatsApp. Me and my partner combined, using all the Instagram accounts we have, we'll reach out to like 500 people a day on Instagram. We'll send out like, what, 100 to 100 connection requests a day on LinkedIn. We'll send 100 to 100 emails a day on LinkedIn. And we'll just put out an offer in front of enough people so that they book calls. We understand their pains and problems, and if we can help them, we offer it to them. And then they fucking buy. And anything I do, apart from doing this, generating sales calls and taking them, is again a waste of time. Just a waste of time. Like, for example, me replying to comments, that's a waste of time. I'm stupid. There was like an idiot who was fighting with me in the YouTube comments. I had a very old VSL, like 3 months old VSL maybe, where I asked people to book a call at the end. And he's like, bro, you're trying to sell me a course. Like, all my courses are fucking free. Secondly, even if I do want to sell a course, it's my fucking money. Like, it's my fucking platform. It's my channel. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. I can sell whatever I want to sell. You don't have to buy it. I'm not putting a gun on your head. And I'm out here like wasting my time speaking and arguing with this fucking idiot, instead of actually just doing shit which will make me more money. So yeah, I wasted my time in the morning. And anything else I do apart from this is again going to be a waste of time. So the practical way to do this is just go to your phone, open up the notes app, and just like write down how many total sales calls did you take today, or like how many calls did you book and how many did you take. Sam Owens used to do it. Charlie Morgan asked us to do it as well. So these people are like worth tens and millions. Sam Owens is probably worth hundreds and millions of dollars, and school is soon going to be like $1 billion platform. So yeah, this guy clearly knows what he's speaking about. And if he used to do it, something has to be probably right about this thing. So yeah, just focus on this thing, track it. Coming to this thing, like, if you want to know, like, I actually did not give you the practical thing, like how you can do this. This I gave you the practical insight. go on enough sales calls and ask people why they did not fucking buy or why they won't get on a call with you when you made the offer to them. The second, like the practical shit for this is just to annotate had the real world right. This thing. Yeah. So he had this real world thingy, right? And over here, like, where are the different courses? Yeah. So in the copywriting campus, this guy is known as Andy as well. I think his name is Andy Bass. So yeah, over here, he said like when you do copywriting is not like you just writing random shit. He was like, bro, you're gonna write sales pages and YouTube titles, descriptions, everything for people, which will allow them to increase their revenue, and you're gonna be working on a revenue sharing basis. Like that's the basic fundamental principle of that. And he was like, bro, like, how do I even explain it properly? Like, it'll take me a while to actually articulate and make up for everything. Like, what he used to do is, I'll give you a simple example which he gave. Is let's say there was a guy who let's say there was an online coach, hypothetical online fitness coach, who was selling stuff like his coaching programs, fitness programs via like an organic traffic, like organic Instagram following, organic YouTube following, and he wanted to go and start running Facebook ads, meta ads, and get customers using that. He's like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to look at people who are already getting successful results in his exact same industry, in his like fitness coaching thing with meta ads, and you can just replicate that, and that will allow you to get pretty good results. Like, what do you mean? So there's this thing called ads library on Facebook where you can see all the active ads, like all the ads which are currently running. So let's say my fitness coach is based in USA. I'll select the country to USA. Category will be all ads, and I'll just search for fitness coach. Like, I don't know if that will actually give me a result. Yeah. So I'll just see like all these different ads which are running, and I can see like I have access to like 8,900 ads which are successfully running, where people are putting their money into. And you know what I'll do is I'll actually go and where's the thing? Yeah. I'll try to go down as much as possible, because that will give me like the oldest ads. And what happens is, if an ad, like this is still a new fucking ad, like I think I need to filter it out even more. Like, let's say I want to see ads from only till 27 March, like, or maybe even less. Like, let's say, what is it today? 21st? Like, let's say 21st. Are there any active ads? So, let's say, yeah, let's say this ad. Yeah, let's say this ad. This ad has been running for, it started running on 4th March, which is around 24 days ago. So if an ad has been running for 24 days, if a person has been putting money into something for 3 fucking weeks, it clearly is making him money. So instead of me, like, let's say I'm helping a fitness coach, instead of me trying to go and reinvent the wheel, I'll just see what exactly is he doing. What is copywriting is like what he's actually writing in the added line over here. You'll shred the stubborn fat, what you won't have to do, cut out your favorite food, live in the gym, do endless cardio. And I'll see what the video is like. Boom. Pretty simple. Then I'll try to see if some other company is running as well, apart from D1 training pendulum. No. So this ad is clearly successful. This is another example of what it looks like another creative of that. Like, this is a video ad, this is a text-based ad, like a image creative. This is another variation of that. So I'll try to look for patterns which are common in this. What's common in this video? What's common over here? Like, I see like all of them start with the leg workout, whatever, or something. So instead of me trying to go and figure everything out myself on how to get people results, I just look at people who are getting results. For example, like we went to Charlie's funnel right now. So what I see is over here, like in the progress bar, he has added this, and if we try to use like logic to analyze it, like why he's doing it, this progress bar at 70%, it's probably because it shows like people have already committed something. Like it's a psychological trick. Like Charlie actually broke it out in his course where he's like, if people see this, they think they've already committed a part of, like, they've committed something to this because they made 70% of the progress. And if people feel they're 70% of the way there, they're much more likely to invest some more time and actually complete it, because we have a cognitive bias where we want to complete things which we start out. So what do I do? Instead of trying to figure it out, is it scale lock? Yeah. So I launch my own software for local businesses. And what I do is, instead of me trying to reinvent the wheel, the marketing sales page, because this is something I'm doing for the first time, I use that exact same fucking, what do you call it, progress bar at 70%. Because when people see this, they're like, bro, I'm already like 70% of the way there. And then that, and boom, they get started for free. So that's just me showing you, like, in order to get people results, it's actually not that hard. You'll have to refund a couple of people. It's not easy to get people results in the first trial. But yeah, just make an obsession and look at what people are already getting results, which your clients want, what they're doing. And if you can just replicate that, just copy that and make some changes along the way, you'll be in a pretty good place to win. Last but not the least, which again ties back to the story which I shared in the first thing, done for you is kind of overrated. Like, done for you is where you do all the work, done with you is where you do half the work and clients do some of the work. Do it yourself is online courses. Do it yourself is obviously the best for the person because he does not have to do anything. And that's eventually like the thing which everyone moves towards, because yeah, the only catch is you need to have more qualification, like a pretty good fucking results. For example, Sam Owens was worth millions of dollars, making 20-50 million dollars a year when he launched the consulting accelerator course. I probably can't do like a course promising people millions when I'm not making millions myself. So that's why do it yourself is out of bounds for me currently. In the future, maybe we go that direction. But done for you is where you have to start out, where you're like, bro, like, let's say this is a pretty popular Indian guy. So he has like a channel with what,
I've spent a lot of sleepless nights
750,000
worrying.
followers, and he has like a course. Uh, he has like a course. I'm not able to find it. Yeah. So he has like a course which he sells, and he can do it because he has created all these good fucking edits, whatever himself. But when he's starting out, he started out as probably like a freelancer video editor, where he was charging people money and he was doing the editing. Because when you start out, you're not valuable. People don't give a shit about you. People don't give a shit about me as much as they give a shit about Sam Owens. And it's nothing personal, like, I've just not put in enough time. Sam Owens has been doing this for years, since 2016, 2017. And if I give enough time to this shit, I can reach a point where I can do like do it yourself as well. Where I'm like, bro, like go and do it yourself. I have this awesome knowledge which has clearly provided me awesome results, which has provided a lot of people awesome results, and you can fucking go and replicate this. That's the thing. Towards everyone is moving eventually. But you start off as done for you, where you're like, bro, just pay me the money, I'll do all the work for you. But it's kind of overrated, to be honest. Because when you do that, like, this is what happened. Clients set the wrong expectation. They're like, I don't have to do anything. This person will take care of everything. It's a very wrong expectation. Like, no one understands the client's business better than the client themselves. And there might be nuances. Like, I'll give you a simple example. I actually have like a video as well of me doing this. And convert pretty sure I do have it. Not sure if it's on this channel or some other channel. Yeah. So this is literally me building like a cold email machine for a client of mine. And yeah, this is literally just me doing it live. And I asked her, like, what type of leads do you want? And she said, like, I actually said, like, we can, like, do you think what she was basically selling is remote developers? Like, just to give you some context, which is basically like, let's say I have a software company or like a company which requires developers, and I'm based in the US. US is very expensive because people are fucking entitled, and they want to get like a lot of pay, whatever, without working hard, everything. So what we do, like what my client did over there, her company, hireindians.net and Smartbox Media. So what this company did is they have like remote developers and everything. So what now happens is these companies in the US, in the UAE, they can hire Indians who are obviously willing to work at much lower prices because the cost of living in India is very fucking low. So they get to outsource projects which requires developers at much affordable prices, and they improve their profit margins, and they don't even have to deal with the worry or the complexity of like managing and like just taking care of these developers and everything. So that's what she was selling. So I asked her, like, do you think software as a service companies like these SaaS companies will be a good fit for this? And she was like, I don't think so really. I think IT companies will be better. Because SaaS companies, they don't require developers every single day. Like IT companies require developers on a very consistent basis. But software as a service, like once it has been built out, the requirements for developers is obviously there, but it's not as enormous as it was when it was in the development stage. This insight, someone who has not been in the industry, I could have never received it. But because she was invested in a business, she gave me the insight, and it obviously helped. Now she always also used to offer other services like mobile app development, web development, everything. And I asked her, "Are you interested in selling these services or like the remote developer thing?" And she's like, "Remote developer." I'm like, "Why though?" Just curious. She's like, "Because like mobile app development, web development, once a client has paid the money, like once the project is complete, they don't have to pay for it again for at least like 20, 30 years. But remote developers, if we sell it to a person once, that's why she literally offered like a 7-day free trial on a developer. She's like, if we offer this service once to a person and they like it, which they will because we've got clients all over the world, they'll be much more likely to work with us again. And development is a thing for IT companies which never really stops because it's an app, like it's literally an IT company. So she's like, this will bring us more revenue in the long term. The lifetime value of the customer is going to be higher. Even though in the front end, we might make a bit less money. But she understood it. She had that insight because it was her fucking business and not my business. So, done for you, where you assume and take responsibility for everything. It sounds good on paper, but it's kind of overrated. Because you, it's not like you're asking the person to do all the work, but clients, if they collaborate with you, you have your expertise of like you have your expertise in one field, let's say client acquisition, video editing, whatever you do, and the client comes in and he or she gives her expertise, his expertise about their business. If you combine both of them, you get much better results compared to just you trying to figure out everything without getting the insights or the expertise of the client, because it's her fucking business, his fucking business, and not your business, if it makes sense. And over a long enough period of time, when you're doing done for you, eventually, like, no one wants to admit it, but a client is just a client at the end of the day. People will never really give a shit about your business as much as you would, and I understand it. I don't expect my employees to care about my business as much as I care about it. Not even my partners. Like, someone might think that's fucked up. I don't fucking, like, I assume I it's the mental model I've adopted. My partners don't care about my business as much as me. And that's the best mental model which has helped me to thrive and which will help me thrive. Because I realize like no one's there to save me at the end of the day. And you need to realize that yourself. So, sure, you can get help from people to help you with certain things, like make your mind expand the help your mind actually realize what all is possible, get information, get knowledge. But if you always have to depend on someone else for the implementation part as well, for someone else to get you results and everything, it's not a very smart strategy, it's not a very smart move. Because at the end of the day, no one is going to give a shit about your business as much as they have to in order for it to ensure succeed and thrive. Like, do you think Jeff Bezos could have outsourced client acquisition and like innovation and leadership development, everything for Amazon, and built it into $1 trillion company? Obviously not. So then why the fuck do you think like if you outsource everything you do, get people to do everything for you, like you do it, done for you, whatever, what makes you think like you're not going to struggle with this? What makes you think they're going to treat your business with the love which it actually deserves. And this will hurt my sales, whatever. I could fucking lie to you and say, like, yeah, bro, I value you, I care about your business, whatever. Yeah, I do. Sure. I do care about it because if I don't get your results, I'll have to refund you, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not my business. So if you hire us for done for you work, sure, you'll get awesome results till the time you work with us. But what happens if I don't want to work with you? What happens if you stop working with us? After that, you're fucked. And when you do done for you, like the client sets the wrong expectation. He's like, bro, I won't have to do anything and this person will do everything and I'm going to get awesome results, which on paper it sounds awesome. But it never truly works that way. Because even if you're doing done for you require valuable insights from the client. Number two, it's operationally very complex to manage. Name me an agency which does like 100 millions or $100 million a year. Name one fucking agency which does that. I don't think so you can really find an example. Because what you're doing is you're just fucking managing a bunch of people. And what, like, if the person who's hiring you, if, like, what you're doing basically, like, let's say an employee costs $1,000, and if he works in a company, he's gonna be working for just that company. What you're doing is you're hiring the employee for $1,000 and making him work for 3 companies. That's all the, like, that's the basic concept, the model of the agency model. So now it's much cheaper. Like, let's say you, like, let's say it's costing you 300, like $1,000 to hire an employee. He's working for 3 companies now, doing, like, let's say he's a copywriter and he does copywriting for 3 clients. So now essentially each client only has to pay him like $333, but you add your own markup and you sell his services for $600 a month. So now you're paying the person like $1,000, and because he's working for 3 other people, you're able to charge like $600, which you're charging a client, into 3. So $1,800, like you can charge $1,800 a month, and the person is only costing you $1,000. So you're just selling his time instead of him having to go to all these different clients and work for 3 different people. You're just paying him like a fixed salary, and you're just leveraging his time. And it's the, like, I know it's different in the like the D2C industry where you're selling products. Like over there, the more quantity of products you manufacture in a day, the cheaper it actually becomes because of economies of scale. But in the agency model, as you grow and you scale, your profit margins actually reduce. And you reach a point eventually when you're taking on so many done for you clients that, like, managing, hiring all these people, all these clients, customer support, everything, like results, media buying, everything, it becomes so complex. And with every single new client you sign, because your profit margins reduce, operationally, it becomes very complex to not only manage it, it's not even as profitable. And if you think I'm making this shit up, this is a guy called Sahil Kasani. You probably know him if you're from India. He has a pretty good agency. He built 2 7-figure agencies from India, which is pretty good to do. Like, he has a YouTube channel, genuinely a very nice guy. Like, I like him as a person, him and his partner, Joy. And yeah, so he actually spoke to me once, like in June, somewhere around June, like in 2024. No, this year, like last year. And I don't know why. Like, I don't even fucking know why he came to me when people said, when I say this story, like people don't believe it. He actually booked a call with me from a YouTube video which I made randomly. I have absolutely no idea why. He's like, bro, I'm at $50,000 a month right now. And on $50,000 a month with the agency, he was making around $25,000 a month. And he's like, when I try to scale it to, like, let's say $100,000 a month, 110, $120,000 a month, I have to invest more money into ads. And as I put more money into ads, the returns I get, they diminish. So he was making $25,000 a month in profit when his agency was making $50,000 a month. And when he scaled it to 100 to 120,000 a month, he was still at somewhere around 30,000. So as he tried to scale it by increasing the ad spend, the total profitability, it actually decreased, and he reached a place where it was not smarter, like he was putting more money in than what he was actually getting out. So it actually became less profitable for him to scale. He was actually losing money to acquire customers. So that's why done for you is kind of overrated. You have to start with it. There is no way around it. You start with it, but soon you move on to something more leverage. because this sets the wrong expectations for the clients. It's operationally very complex to manage and not very profitable as well. And what I've noticed, people actually get better results when you're not the one who's doing all the work, because they actually use their brain to think. Like, I prefer investing in courses more than investing in an agency or someone who does the work for me, because it's that concept, right? Like, teach a man, like, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man how to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. That's the thing. I know, like, even if someone is doing a great job, like, it's just not feasible for me, because I'll then be dependent on them. So the better thing is, I figure out how to fish so that I never go hungry. And sure, like, once I figure it out, I might hire someone else to do it for me. But because I understood and I grasped the concept of the same, even if that person eventually leaves or something wrong happens, I can any day go and just hire someone else. Simple example, like, let's say there's a done for you personal branding agency. Like, we have a client who worked with us, like this person, let's say. Yeah, this person worked with us, Spark G Media, Kiran, his name was. Yeah, so pretty good short form agency, whatever, everything. And I could have went ahead and worked with them, because they got like pretty decent, pretty good results, everything. They got testimonials as well. We could have gone this route. I could have just been like, yeah, bro, like, take care of my personal brand. And sure, I know I'll be at more subscribers, followers, Instagram followers, everything, all that nice stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to outsource personal branding to someone else. I know I don't have the time right now to go full on it. But once I get time, I'll just figure out how to hire the right editors, how to hire the right scripters, whatever. Like, figure out what these personal branding agencies are doing. I'll figure it out once. Then I'll hire people in house, because then I have control. I have a skill that I can set up a team for personal branding every single time. Because let's say the government bans Spark G Media for no fucking reason. Like, let's say hypothetically, like, what am I going to do? Close down my personal brand, whatever? No, I don't want to do that. So the smarter option is I learn how to set up that team and then I hire it. I'm not saying you should be scared of investing money or getting people to do the work for you, but understand it first. How can I manage a sales team if I don't know how to sell? You can't go ahead and outsource sales when you've not sold yourself. I've taken hundreds of sales calls before I hired my first sales rep. That's the thing. Like, done for you is kind of overrated. In order to get people awesome results, they actually have to kind of figure some things out themselves as well. And if there's anything which you, by the way, did not understand, just go to this post and just drop a comment, and I'll be more than happy to answer it and clear your doubts, questions, objections, whatever you have. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know. Bye bye, man. Take care. Lot of cool shit in the description. Go check it out. Bye. That's all I had.